Hello there, Code Monkeys. I'm back home for the winter season, and welcome to a very special holiday edition of Disney Direct DVDs.
Disney, oh Disney, you shaped most of my childhood, yes, you mean a lot to me.
You know, I actually had a hard time deciding what sort of things I wanted to cover this holiday season, just because the holidays have so much potential. There's all kinds of stuff I could comment on floating around out there. From Christmas songs to commercialism and everything in between. But to me, Christmas always reminds me of my childhood. And you know what else reminds me of my childhood? Disney movies. And lots of them, both the good and the bad. But remember people, this show is mostly about the bad. So with that in mind, let's take a look at a tale as old as time as we watch Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. So this movie, oddly enough, starts out with a chorus singing Deck the Halls. I don't know, this seems a little lazy, but trust me, once you hear the songs they actually took the time to write for this thing, you'll be glad they used this one for the opening. We start off after the events of the first movie, with everyone talking about the Christmas they had last year when the curse was still on the castle.
I did manage to save Christmas. You? Yes, me. If not for my skillful and decisive leadership, all would have been lost.
Leadership? Ah! You could not lead a horse to water.
What are you yammering about? It was all my idea.
Your idea? Everyone knows it was mine.
Oh, look at that! Lumiere and Cogsworth are arguing. Remember when they used to do that in the first movie? Remember when it used to be funny? So Mrs. Potts starts to tell everyone the story of last year's Christmas. Little weird considering they were all there, but hey, we need a framing device. So it's important to note at this point that this movie is not actually a sequel, it's what's called a midquel. Meaning that this movie actually takes place during the events of the first movie. In this case, it takes place right after the Beast rescues Belle.
Love will not wait.
So yeah, this whole movie, all the characters are desperately trying to force Belle and the Beast to fall in love. Which kind of makes sense for Lumiere, because that's pretty consistent with his character, but I don't think it really makes much sense for Mrs. Potts or Cogsworth. Mrs. Potts and Glee, they never really tried to force it, because they understand that true love can't be forced. Because when you try to force things, you end up with contrived pieces of crap like this movie!
Chip, do you know what day it is?
Well, it's not Tuesday.
So they get Belle to go outside to ice skate, and that's where she runs into the Beast. And you know what? I'm just gonna let this scene play out so that you have an idea of what we're dealing with here.
Oh, good morning. Oh dear, are you all right?
I fell and I landed on on the ice.
It's pretty slippery.
Yes, it's slippery.
So yeah, this is gonna be a long movie. You know what was really nice about the original movie was that we were able to see Belle and the Beast develop real chemistry, but here they have absolutely none. The Beast just comes off like an idiot, and Belle comes off like someone who's been assigned to him by the state. And it doesn't help at all that her voice actress doesn't even sound a little bit into it. I mean, just listen to this dialogue.
Oh dear, are you all right?
Do you hear even an ounce of real concern in that voice? So as Beast and his new doormat ice skate, we're introduced to our villain, an evil organ played by Tim Curry. And of course his sidekick, a piccolo named Fife. What is it with Disney Direct DVDs and sidekicks? Curry uses his music magic, because apparently he can do that, to tempt Fife with a solo, which is Fife's one and only dream. Fife tells Curry about the Beast and Belle ice skating, which angers Curry. You see, he specializes in emo music, so if the Beast becomes happy, there's no need for Curry to be around, which he just can't allow. Plus, he enjoys the immortality that being a pipe organ provides. Because, as anyone who knows anything about music will tell you, pipe organs need absolutely no maintenance or care to last forever. Thus, he sends Fife to break Belle and the Beast apart.
What's that little toot up to?
This is what passes for comedy in this movie, people.
It's a Christmas angel, see? Oh.
This is no angel. It's the shadow of a monster.
You know, Beast's attitude in this movie reminds me of someone else. So the Beast goes back inside to mope for a while about how much he hates Christmas. Because everyone in the world who's generally a grumpy person has to hate Christmas. Don't you know? It's the law of movies.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Belle, what's Christmas?
Oh, Chip, you must know about Christmas.
Oh really? Well, what if Mrs. Potts is raising him to be Jewish? You ever think about that, you presumptuous bitch?
Everyone gets a present on Christmas.
Oh, even the master?
Yes, even the master.
What are you gonna get him?
I don't really know him well enough to know what he would want.
No, you don't. You really don't. So why are you being so nice to him? Up until this point in the timeline, the only nice thing he has ever done for you is save you from a pack of wolves. But before that, he kidnapped your father, locked him in a dungeon, terrified you, imprisoned you in your father's place, didn't let you say goodbye to him, tried to starve you, and even came within inches of attacking you at one point. Why are you being so nice? He has to sing about it. This is Disney after all. Now, this song, unlike most Disney direct-DVD songs, is not bad because of the music itself. The melody is not too bad, and while not an amazing song by any stretch of the word, it's pretty passable. Now, this one is bad because of the lyrics. The whole time, Belle is singing about how badly she wants to reach him and get to know who he is inside.
When I get to know him, we'll find more things to say. One day I will reach him.
No! No! No, 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 no! Stop it! This is crap! In the first movie, she did not start to warm up to the Beast until after he stopped acting like a complete asshat. But here, he's still acting like a whiny emo twat! Why are you being nice to him? So apparently Belle's book only takes one song to complete. Yeah, talk to the NaNoWriMo crowd and see if you don't get laughed out of the room for that one. Then we see everyone trying to convince Cogsworth to let them have Christmas in the castle.
Absolutely not. Out of the question. Not a chance, dream on, an impossibility, forget it.
Oh my god, shut up! What is the point of these wine glasses? Oh no. No, 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 you're not really going to...
Don't wine glasses.
God, you put us through those voices for a pun? Gah! So they go to the attic and find a Christmas angel named Angelique. Yes, the angel's name is Angelique. Apparently the enchantress had a sense of humor. A lame sense of humor. They decorate the castle as they sing another song, which I will do you the courtesy of skipping. But Fife goes to tell Curry about what Belle is doing, and Curry passes it on to the Beast. We then go into a flashback where we see everyone as they were the night that the enchantress... Oh my god. You really? You can't be serious. Oh my god. That's what Tim Curry looked like when he was a human. He looks like Beetlejuice's Aunt Margaret! Oh, whew. Okay, so, the reason the Beast hates Christmas is because Christmas was the night that the Enchantress, who looks nothing like the Enchantress in the stained glass windows from the first movie, put the curse on the castle. Thus, he has banned Christmas from the castle so he doesn't have to be reminded of that night. A pretty loose excuse, I gotta say, but you know what? I'm just gonna let that one slide. Then Belle goes to the boiler room to find a...
Heat itself, you know. I can hold.
You know, I think I preferred it when this movie didn't acknowledge Hanukkah.
I'm looking for a log.
All right, logs we got. What do you want? Hardwood, softwood? We got it all. We got birch, maple, pine. So, make up your mind already?
You know, for a Jewish axe, he's surprisingly comfortable around that giant oven. Then the beast storms in and yells at Belle for trying to bring Christmas to the castle.
So when the log is burned on Christmas morning...
There won't be no Christmas.
But...
No!
So Belle rushes off in anger and Beast goes off to post some more poetry on his live.
What about this one?
You better leave that one. I think Charlie Brown has his eyes on it. So Beast finds the present that Belle left in the West Wing for him, and he simply slams it down and walks away.
Oh, it's for you, Master. It's from a girl. Mrs. Potts?
Really? You're really that stupid?
When a woman gives a man a gift, she's saying, I care about you.
Okay, what you're about to see is some of the silliest facial animation I have ever seen in my life. So I'm just gonna shut up and let you enjoy this.
But I don't have a gift for her.
It is not too late.
Well, I guess I could get her a little something.
You're welcome. So the Beast asks Tim Curry to compose a happy song for Belle, which obviously concerns Curry a fair bit, so he devises a plan and lures Belle into his chambers.
They say you're planning a Christmas gala. Marvelous idea.
This scenery is delicious.
Have you gifts?
Yep.
Food?
Yep.
Garlands, ribbons, wreaths?
Check.
Spangles and fandangles? The trinkets? The trimmings? The trappings?
Popguns, pamponas, pantookas and drums, checkerboards, bisselbinks, popcorn and plums.
So Curry tricks Belle into going into the forest to get a tree. You know, the forest where she was attacked by wolves! Oh, screw it. Beast is kept waiting for Belle while Curry sings to him about how love is stupid. Beast falls for the song and tears down all the holiday decorations.
You underestimate my power!
So Fife ends up startling Philippe while Belle and Chip are getting the tree, and the ice sheet gets broken, causing Chip to fall in and almost drown. Because the China Cup has lungs. Didn't you know that? The Beast comes and saves Belle, but he's pissed that she left, so he throws her in the dungeon.
You said you'd never leave.
I wasn't trying to leave. I just wanted to make you happy.
Oh, this movie is just unholy! When Belle came along, we finally had a worthwhile Disney princess! Finally, we had a Disney princess who was strong. Finally, we had a Disney princess who didn't define her actions by the men around her. Finally, we had a Disney princess who wasn't an insufferable, codependent idiot. And then this abomination comes along and makes an absolute mockery out of all of it! So the Beast takes out the book that Belle made for him and decides to read it. And he evidently only gets halfway through the thing. Meanwhile, Belle, Lumiere, and Cogsworth are singing a completely irrelevant song when the Beast mercifully interrupts them.
Can you forgive me?
Of course. Merry Christmas.
He didn't even apologize! But Tim Curry has had him unable to play. Yeah, he basically beats the villain by unplugging him.
What happened to the energy?
So we flash back to the present as the story is over and the prince gives Belle a rose for Christmas. Yep. He gives her the symbol of his curse. And this is supposed to be touching. This movie is awful! Every single thing about this story, every single thing about these characters makes me absolutely yearn for the days of The Little Mermaid 2. I need a break from these reviews, man. I need to detox and get this movie out of my system. I can't handle this horrible holiday horseshit anymore, man. Because this crap is just wretched. I'll see you all later.